Having a parent with narcissistic tendencies can deeply impact your emotional well-being and overall life experience. Narcissistic individuals often prioritize their own needs and desires over others, including their own children. If you suspect that your mother may exhibit narcissistic behavior, it is crucial to understand the signs and dynamics associated with narcissism. In this video, we will delve into 10 common signs that may indicate your mom has narcissistic traits. It is important to note that this video aims to provide information and support for those who may be dealing with a narcissistic parent and is not intended as a diagnostic tool. Before we go further, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Number 1. Excessive need for attention and validation. Narcissistic individuals have an insatiable need for attention and validation. If your mom constantly seeks admiration, praise, and attention from others, it may be indicative of narcissistic tendencies. Her actions may include interrupting conversations, dominating social situations, or manipulating circumstances to ensure the focus remains on her. These self-centered behaviors can leave you feeling invisible and unimportant in your relationship with her, affecting your sense of self-worth and leaving emotional scars. Number 2. Lack of empathy. Empathy is often lacking in narcissistic individuals as they are primarily focused on their own needs and desires. If your mom consistently demonstrates a lack of genuine concern for your feelings, experiences, or struggles, it may be a sign of her narcissistic traits. She may dismiss or belittle your emotions, minimize your achievements, or even exploit your vulnerabilities for her own benefit. This lack of empathy can leave you feeling emotionally unsupported and invalidated, impacting your ability to trust and form healthy relationships. Number 3. Grandiose sense of self-importance. A narcissistic mother often possesses an exaggerated sense of self-importance and believes she is superior to others. She may consistently boast about her accomplishments, talents, or possessions while downplaying the achievements of others, including her own children. This behavior can create an environment where you feel constantly overshadowed and undervalued, eroding your self-esteem and self-worth. Nurturing a healthy sense of self becomes challenging when your mother consistently undermines your achievements and belittles your worth. Number 4. Manipulative and controlling behavior. Narcissistic individuals commonly employ manipulative tactics to control and dominate those around them, including their children. If your mom frequently uses guilt, emotional blackmail, or gaslighting techniques to manipulate you into conforming to her wishes, it could be a sign of her narcissistic tendencies. She may attempt to control your choices, relationships, or even your perception of reality, leaving you feeling trapped and powerless. This manipulative behavior can erode your sense of autonomy and independence, making it difficult to assert your own desires and needs. Number 5. Lack of boundaries. Narcissistic mothers often disregard personal boundaries, treating their children as extensions of themselves rather than separate individuals. If your mom invades your privacy, disregards your personal space, or consistently crosses emotional and physical boundaries without regard for your comfort, it may be indicative of her narcissistic behavior. This can leave you feeling confused about your own identity and struggling to establish healthy boundaries in your relationships. The enmeshed dynamic created by your mother's lack of boundaries may make it challenging to differentiate between her needs and your own. Number 6. Emotional volatility. Narcissistic individuals tend to have unpredictable emotional states, which can be confusing and distressing for those around them. If your mom exhibits rapid mood swings, frequently experiences anger or rage, or reacts disproportionately to minor incidents, it could be a sign of her narcissistic traits. This emotional volatility can create an environment of fear and instability within the family, making it difficult for you to predict and manage her reactions. Walking on eggshells becomes a way of life as you attempt to avoid triggering her emotional outbursts. Number 7. Envy and competition. Narcissistic mothers often feel threatened by the accomplishments or successes of their own children. If your mom consistently displays envy, jealousy, or a need to compete with you, it may be indicative of her narcissistic tendencies. She may undermine your achievements, invalidate your talents, or attempt to outshine you to maintain her perceived superiority. This competitive dynamic can hinder your personal growth and damage your self-confidence, as you may feel like you are constantly vying for your mother's approval and validation. Number 8. Lack of genuine interest in others. Narcissistic individuals tend to focus primarily on themselves and struggle to show genuine interest in others. If your mom consistently disregards your thoughts, feelings, or experiences and frequently redirects conversations back to herself, it may be a sign of her narcissistic behavior. This can leave you feeling unheard and disconnected from your own mother, longing for a deeper emotional connection that seems unattainable. It is common for children of narcissistic mothers to feel like their emotional needs are secondary to their mother's self-centeredness. Number 9. Exploitation of relationships. Narcissistic individuals often exploit their relationships for personal gain, including those within their family. If your mom frequently uses people, including you, to meet her own needs without consideration for their well-being or feelings, it may indicate her narcissistic traits. She may manipulate, guilt-trip, or emotionally blackmail you to fulfill her desires, leaving you feeling used and emotionally drained. This exploitative behavior can damage your trust and strain your relationships, as you may become wary of forming meaningful connections with others. Number 10. Difficulty accepting criticism. Narcissistic individuals typically have a fragile self-esteem and struggle to accept criticism or acknowledge their faults. If your mom becomes defensive, dismissive, or retaliates when faced with constructive feedback or any suggestion of imperfection, it could be a sign of her narcissistic behavior. This can hinder open communication, prevent healthy conflict resolution, and perpetuate a cycle of emotional turmoil, as addressing issues or expressing concerns becomes increasingly challenging. It can be emotionally exhausting to navigate a relationship where your mother is resistant to growth and personal introspection. If you are watching till now, here is a bonus point for you. Emotional neglect. Narcissistic mothers often prioritize their own needs and desires above the emotional well-being of their children. As a result, they may neglect to provide the emotional support and nurturing that is essential for a healthy parent-child relationship. Your mom may dismiss your feelings, invalidate your experiences, or minimize your emotional needs. This emotional neglect can leave you feeling unimportant, unseen, and emotionally starved. You may develop a sense of emptiness and struggle with forming secure attachments in relationships, as the emotional void left by your mother's neglect lingers. In conclusion, recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior in your mom can be the first step toward understanding, coping, and healing from the challenges it presents. It is essential to remember that you are not responsible for your mother's behavior, and seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can be crucial in navigating this complex dynamic. While this video provides a general overview of the signs of narcissism, it is important to consult with a mental health professional for a comprehensive evaluation and guidance tailored to your specific situation. Remember, you deserve love, support, and healthy relationships, and it is possible to heal and establish boundaries in the face of narcissistic behavior. By prioritizing your well-being, seeking the necessary support, and engaging in self-care practices, you can navigate the challenges and cultivate a fulfilling life for yourself, free from the detrimental effects of a narcissistic mother. This brings us to the end of our video. At the end, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Stay tuned.